Hello. Oh man, can't believe I had to wait this long to finally do episode 8. Yeah, believe it or not, half the season's now done. There's only 16 episodes in the season. I know, it's almost like they're copying Konosuba somehow with shortened seasons. We left you off last time. It was episode 6, so you go to episode 7. And yes, in this episode, they were discussing what to do over the PA system. I know it's a media, but that's a PA system, what it is. It's like the same thing you have in a regular school. You know, making announcements every day. Pre-Stella. Middle school all over again, right? Oh, and we're also trying to choose who's going to be the next leader. Let's see here. Last time, we had Priscilla killing some people. Crusch was left in a really bad situation with all the dragon curse on her. And Felix he's pretty much out of it at this point. And now, Anastasia, Julius, and Subaru are discussing what to say, who's going to say it, and why over the PA system. Now, Subaru, of course, makes the most obvious choice. Why not have Anastasia do it? I mean, after all, this is kind of her territory. You know, and she is a seller. She knows how to actually sell an idea. And she's trying to become the leader of the country. Apparently, Anastasia is a little camera shy. Go figure, right? Who knows? Avoiding questions. Wait a minute. We just had a presidential election. That already happened, didn't it? And we also have Emilia debating why she didn't escape with another wife of Regulus, Cornelius. And let's face it, Emilia's an idiot. Let's not kid ourselves. She cannot come up with an actual reason why she didn't leave. None of it made sense. None of her reasoning makes any sense. And even after she makes the decision to continue to stay there and actually come to the actual wedding, nothing about her just makes any sense because, well, she's not exactly that smart. I mean, this is a person that had no idea how intercourse actually works. I mean, after all, she thought that when two people kiss and are in love, you have a baby. And finally, Al comes out of nowhere. I mean, Al's got to me, I think, is a secret badass. That's my opinion. He's holding everything back, trying to make sure people don't know how strong or weak he really is. And Garfield came back for this episode. And of course, Garfield makes the decision, why don't you do the speech? After some debate, and even Al saying, like, look, it doesn't make any, look, don't put it on you. If you're not ready to do this, don't do it. So Subaru reads the speech. And here it is. In case you people have forgotten, Pristella operates under the same rules as the rest of Lagunica. Capella is not the law. I am the law. Capella is a common criminal, guilty of murder, guilty of manufacturing and distributing drugs, and now is under sentence of death. And any who obstruct me in carrying out my duty will be treated as an accessory to her crimes. You have been warned. And as for you, Capella, judgment time. Yeah, I ripped that off Dread. Oh, great. That was a great PA speech in Dread. I love that moment. Because, I mean, we heard it from Stallone when he said, I am the law, and you just kind of laughed the moment he said it. When Carl Urban read it, yeah, you were kind of very uneasy when he said it. kind of scared. It would have been awesome if Subaru did something similar, but no, it's a Subaru. He's going to be honest. He's going to tell you he's scared. He's going to tell you how he actually feels. That's the reason why we follow the show of him. He's very cringeworthy. He holds every one of his weaknesses through and through. So, and I guess he actually got to people's, got through for people. Total strangers looking at each other, family and friends looking at each other, and questioning, who are they willing to fight for? Who are they willing to smile for? It inspired Crusch to come back from unconsciousness. It inspired Priscilla to come back. It inspired Emilia to continue with the wedding. Okay. Didn't always do a lot of great good. And Otto came back with his wild card. With him is Reinhard von Oster, master swordsman, and ready to fight, which leads us to episode 8, with them discussing how to retreat the towers and how to take out the rest of these Sin archbishops. By the way, I think I should tell you, there's only 4 archbishops. 1 is dead, so he's got 2 more after this. 7 deadly sins. Let's see here. I know Priscilla and Liliana. I do love the interaction between these two. How Priscilla actually challenges Liliana. It's like, oh, you're going to throw away all your family's singing abilities just because you're scared. And it says yeah, you know what? I think you're all BS. And drives a nice bit of fire onto Liliana. Great moment by Priscilla here. And of course, Reinhard and Subaru are going to go after, like it was supposed to be in the closing credits, they're going to go after Mr. Regulus Cornelius. Yeah, after 2 seasons, we're finally going to get a fight between the Subaru and Regulus. That's not going to last more than 2 minutes. So that's something to look forward to in the next part 2, right? And then, of course, Subaru did actually visit Crusch, and yeah, let's put it this way, I actually read a little ahead in. Yeah, Crusch has a pretty depressing story from here on out. And, hasn't really been heard for quite some time. He almost went a full decade without even being mentioned. And just basically in the published works. You can feel very bad for her. I mean, she's bedridden. She's got this curse still on her. Subaru took out quite a bit of curse out from her. I mean, she's a little better. But wow. If you remember Subaru's leg growing back and how disgusting it looked, yeah, it was basically almost all Crusch's body. And watching Felix just completely destroyed by this. Almost out of it, not even wanting to heal other people. Even saying that, look, the person I want to heal the most, I can't. That's really sad. Oh, and Reinhard's grandfather, Wilhelm, has quite a bit of a story to tell about himself. You see, one of the devil's cult's zombies has to be his deceased wife, Tricia von Aster. And yeah, you could just see it right in his eyes. He's not exactly happy about this situation whatsoever. And obviously wants to kill every single member of the witch's cult for causing this pain onto him. And thus the season ended. All the credits come up. Wait, don't we have a wedding? Of course, we decide to have the end bumper, the wedding between Regulus Cornelius and Emilia. And listening to Emilia talk about how marriage is supposed to be, which is freaking adorable, by the way. I was actually hoping that Regulus would make a comment like, wow, you're a spring chicken, aren't you? I start treating her like a little kid. I thought it would have been hilarious if he had done it. Let's face it, everybody was probably thinking the same thing. Instead of him going into his like, you violated my rights speech. No, just flat say, wow, you really are clueless, aren't you? And of course, one of the doors gets broken into from the church, and one of the doors come flying right at Fort Regulus. And of course, the one that Reinhard kicked. We're finally going to have the fight between Regulus Cornelius and Subaru with Reinhard in part 2. Yeah, interesting way to end the season, end the half season, right? I mean, the last time we had Otto punching out Subaru. It was out of nowhere. It was a pretty good halfway point teaser. I mean, yeah, this is a pretty big teaser, but almost like, what happened to the fight? You know, it's like you're really putting a lot on the viewer here. So far, the season's been, up and down, but still is ReZero. You're getting a solid TV series here. I mean, it could be worse. It could be House of Dragons season 2, right? Get one good episode and a bunch of really boring ones. No, this one did have quite a bit of actions throughout some of these episodes, and others basically debating who says a speech. There are also ones that were, you see Super recovering. It feels stretch out at some points. I guess you could probably tighten up quite a bit this arc. But I mean, let's face it, this is the last real arc where Crusch is really a major character for a while. So I guess I know why they're doing this, because a lot of these characters we're not going to be seeing for quite some time. I mean, we went an entire season without seeing Felt, Reinhard, Anastasia, Julius, Priscilla, Al. And, it's probably time, we at least get one big final team up to watch these people, beat up the Witches Cult. A group we've been kind of ignoring for about, another season. I mean, yeah, we saw the Witches Cult in a flashback in season 2 in Emilia's memories. Although, let's face it, the main antagonists of last season were the Roswald, Matters, and Mathers. And yeah, Roswald's still up to Ghost Protocol Evil. We found out in this episode, and episode 8. Stuff he said before he made the pact with Subaru after he lost the bet. Oh, and the bunnies. Yep. The Witch of Gluttony's pet was the last one. We might get finally get the serpent out of the way. We've been waiting a long time to see the serpent again. Especially after he took Archie out. To me, my favorite episode is still episode 2 of the season. I'm sorry. I love the looping. I'm a big sucker for that trope. You all know Steins Gate is one of my favorite TV series. To me, the best episode of Madoka Magica is episode 10, when Homura does looping. I'm sorry, I give away the ending. I'm sorry. Yeah, a 14-year-old anime. Had to give away the spoiler, right? Yeah, that was a big twist in that series. And here we are. This will be the last video for ReZero for the year. Don't hold me to it, though. And yeah, I will be doing one for Ranma when the season finally ends. We're up to episode 11, so we're coming up to episode 12 very soon. And so expect one of those probably over the weekend. Anywho, thank you for listening to me this season and this year. I wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll see you in 2025. Don't forget, we got more Rick and Morty coming. So until then, bye.